So now let's go back to our document here, and we're going to go over a couple things here. One of the things we're going to go over is the marquee, and starting with the marquee, the hotkey is M on the keyboard, M for marquee, and we can see that it starts us off with a rectangular marquee, which as we draw, like let's just zoom in here, you can see it's scalable, so we can draw from this top left corner and we can create any sort of shape that we want with this selection tool. Now once we've created the selection tool, we can actually move it up and down in very small increments with the up and down arrow keys. You can see that's moving, almost barely visible. And if you hold shift, you can actually do higher jumps. You can actually jump, I think it's like 10 or 5 pixels in either direction. So what we want to do is I just want to cut out this symbol here. This is a I Ching symbol. And I'm going to go down to the art layer. And we can see right now from the last one, the art layer is locked because we didn't want to move it. But what I want to do is I'm actually going to cut this symbol out and place it on the new layer in my assets folder, because I want to be able to move it around. I want to be able to see, scale it. I can see there's some issues with it. It's not completely perfect, and that's fine. But so if we want to edit it, what we have to do is actually we can cut it. There's a couple ways we can do this. One is Command X or Control X on Windows. And let's just go into, click our folder for assets. And we can see we have a few different options here. If we want to paste, it's Command V. But what I want to do is I don't want to move it too much. And so I want to paste it in place, which is Shift Command V. And that's going to put it right back to where it was, but it's also going to add a layer. You can see there, it added a layer. So this is an I Ching hexagram. I'm just going to name it hexagram. And we can see it actually changed. It didn't retain see this was on a multiply layer, this artwork. So basically it changed it back to the normal setting. So we want to just go back and put it back on multiply so that it just looks, like the rest of it. And essentially now we hit V. Now that we've cut this out, we can see it's on this top layer called hexagram. Let's just move it around just so we can see how that looks. Okay, great. So we created a new layer. We cut that out from our art layer. And now I'm just moving it around, and I can place it wherever I want. So I'm holding spacebar to drag around the screen, and I'm sort of finding a spot. I'm holding down spacebar, I'm holding down Command to zoom in, Alt to zoom out. I'm thinking, where do I want to put this thing? This is okay, this placement's not bad. But what if I want to move it out here, just for now? What if I want to just see how that looks? Yeah, that's okay, that's nice. And so why don't we do this again? We're going to do this with this other symbol. I don't know what this symbol is. I don't even remember what some of these things mean. But again, I'm using the marquee. I'm dragging from the top left corner. I'm creating a box. And let's do another one. So let's go to Art. I'm going to cut it. And this time I'm actually going to, instead of cut, I'm going to copy it. Command C or Edit, Copy. And then I'm going to go up to Assets again. And I'm going to just paste it. I'm going to hit Command V. And you can see it actually pasted it right on top layer. But if we move it out, you can see it didn't get rid of the art layer. It just copied a new one on top of it. And I'm just going to move this now over here, just because I kind of want it to mirror the other side. And in fact, I'm going to have, right now, I'm going to go back and put this on a multiply layer. I'm just going to name this, I don't know, boxes, I guess. And for now, let's just align it. And you can see Photoshop's very intelligent like this. When I move it down, it actually aligns to different objects. It's right now finding a place where it can feel aligned to different other elements in the scene. See, there we go. The center of this now is aligned to the center on the right side. So I was just moving it around until I found that spot. I'm just going to release it. So the next thing we want to look at is some of these alternative ones. So if we actually hold down the Alt key and click our tool, we can see it actually changes the square marquee now into an elliptical marquee tool. So anytime you go over a tool and you hold down the Alt key and click, it's going to rotate, it's going to toggle between these different options. And you can see the circular marquee automatically sets it to add selection. instead of intersect with selection as the previous one. So let's just explore what that means a little bit. So I'm going to drag a circle that I think is about the right size. And if we just drag it sort of, we don't know whether we're creating a perfect circle. If we hold down the shift key, now we constrain it to a perfect circle. And we can do that again with any selection tool. Oops. So now I need to go back to my move tool or hit V. And I just want to, marquee. I just want to move this marquee tool over. And I had to actually get off of this, add to selection, new selection, so that I could click and drag it to move it over. And let's just zoom in to make sure we're getting this symbol inside of it. Yep, so we've got all of that. And let's just go down to art. And again, we're going to cut out this shape, this symbol. And in assets, I'm going to hit Command Shift V now to paste it in place, paste it where it was before. And I'm going to name this, I don't know, not trigram, that's what the I Ching symbol is. I don't know, just try, let's just start there. And again, hit V to get back to the move tool. I'm just going to move it down a little bit, give it a little more space, set this back to multiply, and there you go. So that's how we create a circular selection that can be really useful when you're trying to move separate objects that are circular in space. Now we're going to look at something a little more complicated. So let's just say, for example, that I want to actually move this. Let's just grab, I'm holding shift, I'm dragging a selection around this symbol, I'm going to move it up. All right, there we go. And I'm going to go down to art. Again, I'm going to cut from the art area, go to assets, Control Shift V, paste in place. I'm going to name this Celtic Knot, because that's what it is. Go back, set it to multiply, and now let's move it down a little bit so that it's kind of equal with the other symbol. And see, it just did something very interesting. If I hold shift, it locks it into place equidistant from the edges of the screen. So sometimes you can use these little shortcut keys to really help you align things. And we'll get into more about how to get perfect precision mathematically as well. But for now, let's just keep it like this. So let's also, what I wanted to do that was more complex is I actually want to get the center of this image, this Celtic knot, slightly away from this top edge. You can see it's kind of butting up against it. And the way we can do this is you click in the center of the circle, holding the Alt key with the circular marquee selected, and just dragging. Now we're dragging from the center of this space. And as we drag out, I'm watching all the edges, I'm trying to find that spot. I'm releasing, and I'm just moving it down until we find where we're actually getting. Trying not to cut off too much of the edge. You can see where I'm missing a few pixels there. But if I go up, I have a few more pixels before I can cut, because I don't want to remove from the circle shape outside. I just want to cut out the actual knot. And we're still off by a few pixels. So how do we fix this? Well, one of the ways is just to use the arrow keys to sort of nitpick our way to perfection. Another way to do this, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now, I'm just adjusting it very, very slightly. Another way we can do this is we can actually go to the selection options here, and we hear select. You can see we have a lot of different choices. So select, you can actually modify your selection by very small mathematical increments. So one of the things I want to try is, you can try these on your own, but let's look at, we're just going to expand the selection, and that's a lot. We're working with very small, sort of a border that's very small here. So let's just do it by 2 pixels. And that's going to be barely noticeable, but we can see if we zoom in, now it's getting the entire symbol. Oh, missing a little bit there. But it's also going to be cutting into the black a little bit. And that's okay, because I actually think that it's going to create more of a perfect circle by doing this. So I'm actually going to now cut this Celtic knot away from the symbol. We can see now we just have the border, and I'm going to do the same thing. Command Shift V, paste it back in place, and I'm going to name this Celtic Knot 2. And now, when we use the move tool, we'll see that I'm moving the symbol and not the border separately. And we can see we got a little bit of that black space in there, and we'll have to come back and deal with that in a second. But that's it. So for the circular, elliptical, and square marquees, that's how we use it.